Dwayne Morton, Louisville Central High School. Dwayne Morton was an active, athletic, and determined scoring machine for the Central Yellow Jackets from 1987 to 1990. He was named on 3 consecutive All-State teams and earned Mr. Basketball honors his senior year of 1990. Dwayne wore the #1 jersey in the annual Kentucky-Indiana All-Star Game Series. He attended the University of Louisville and had a remarkable career under Coach Denny Crum.
I was brought up from a single-parent mom. I grew up until I was 12 on the west end in Louisville. I fell in love with basketball at the age of 7 years old. It was a blessing. From then on, we were unattachable, basketball and
I met Dwayne in 7th grade. I want to say it was probably the first day of school. I saw this real tall guy. 7th grade, he was still probably 6'2", 6'3". We just started playing basketball at first game of the season. He jumps center and wins the tip. They throw it back to him. He comes down the middle of the lane with 2 hands, and he just hammers it with 2 hands. And everybody in the gym is sort of looking at each other like, what is going on? He pulls a J.J. Evans from Good Times, and he runs down the court. And I remember Coach called a timeout right after that. That is the last time I've ever seen him celebrate after a made field goal.
I met my mentor when I was 12 years old. Derek Smith, ex-U of L basketball player, 9-year NBA player. He had a free basketball camp at the YMCA across the street from Central High School. One of my best friends and I walked all the way from Brownsboro Road. Derek Smith took me under his wing that first day, gave my best friend and I a ride home. Then he would check on me and just showed me a lot of things.
First time I met him, I had just moved to Louisville, Kentucky, and I didn't know anybody. So my mom's like, there's a park about a half a mile that way, just walk up there. Seneca Park, and lo and behold, Dwayne's there. And we're playing ball, we're on the same team. Everybody else is in college or graduated. Me and him is the only 2 high school guys there. And we're just killing these guys. And I went to Central and played ball with him.
My high school coach, Ralph Johnson, he took me under his wings as well. My freshman year, Coach Johnson had come from Male High School, so he helped coach Winston Bennett, who is a former Mr. Kentucky as well. He showed me a lot of ways of doing things that really helped me as a basketball player and as a young man. One of my rivals was Andy Penny. Yeah, just battling with Andy and his squad, PRP, they were so good, such a strong team. I do think out of my 4 years of playing, we beat PRP once. Coming out of high school, I was I was top 25 in the nation, so heavily recruited. And yeah, it was a fun process. But in my heart, in my head, in my mind, I knew and planned on going to the University of Louisville. That was my goal coming up as a kid. And Derek Smith, he really started to help me once I got to college. Derek was playing for the Philadelphia 76ers, flew me out to Philadelphia to see the NBA life. He introduced me to Charles Barkley. First thing Charles Barkley says to me is, "Damn, you've got a big head."
While he was playing at U of L, I was playing up in Indiana at Hanover. So we try to make each other's games, but what I would do is whenever the games, if I scored more points to him or something, I'd text him and be like, "Hey, you scored 19, I had 33. What happened, man?" No response, crickets. And then if he scored 25, be like, "Hey, I scored 25. You didn't say nothing the last time."
I'm very excited for Dwayne. He loves big, he has a big heart, and he just genuinely cares about people. I used to joke with him all the time. He was like, people asked him who my favorite player was ever at U of L. And I always say Billy Thompson, because that's who I always wanted to be. I wanted to be 6'8", go to college, and wear number 55. Well, I got to do that at another college, not at U of L. So people joke with me like, who's your favorite player at U of L? And I always say Billy Thompson, but I will have to say that Dwayne is my favorite player.
For me, basketball gave me an opportunity to see things I probably never would have seen and to meet people that I never would have met. That's what I did with basketball. I just gave it my heart. And yeah, it blessed me. It blessed me with, like I said, seeing things I never would have seen before.